We knew Tom, who is a very good wrestler, was going to have a little bit of an advantage there, but it looked like Alex Peliciati got the quick start.
He did, and he rode very, very well, but Tom kept the pressure on and finally was able to turn him as brothers change positions here.
That's right. Here comes Casey Tom, the senior out of Troy, Ohio. It's 24-9, 11-2 in duels this year against Zach Hancock, the sophomore from Laura, Ohio, 13-12.
Casey Tom has a career record of 107-45, so he knows how to do this wrestling thing.
Well, he certainly does, Carl. He's won his last 10 bouts, including his last 3 duels, so he definitely knows what it takes here on the mat.
Hancock, the aggressor here.
Hancock, as we said, one of the younger ones for Coach Dan Wernsberger's Bucknell team. He has faced 7 ranked wrestlers in his 33 career bouts prior to tonight. Of course, Tom just outside the rankings.
Hancock with 5 falls thus far on the season. You always like those pinners on your team because they give you 16 points for one thing, but they also can come out of a lot of trouble and win by fall. The match is over if you pin your opponent.
Well, Bucknell 5-10 this year, and that's the one thing that has kind of been the bugaboo for the Bison. They haven't gotten the extra bonus points. For example, Army just got a pin, so now they get the extra bonus points, and they're up 6-3.
Wrestlers are out of bounds. They come back into the center.
Good quick move that time by Hancock, but he has to watch out because Tom, a veteran there, not only a senior, but won his 2nd straight New York State Championship a couple of years ago. He actually helped Army 2 years ago to beat Bucknell, so he got a huge win in that dual match. Last year, Bucknell got a big victory over Army, its first ever.
At West Point.
At West Point, exactly. Down to a minute and a half left in this first period here in the 141-pound weight class. Nobody has dented the scoreboard.
Now, Doug, it has to be really a different situation for these wrestlers from West Point. They're in for lack of a better term, in a cloistered situation. They have so much time that they need to spend on their studies. It's required. Now, the student athletes at Bucknell are very good students also, but there's so much required of cadets at West Point. They have only so much time they can work on their wrestling, and I'm sure Joe Heskett has tried to make some deals with professors at West Point to get more time.
Well, you should know all about that, Carl. Your daughter actually taught at West Point.
Yes, she did.
Oh boy. Hard fall this time by Hancock.
Now they met heads. And this, I think he might be out. I think Zach Hancock
might be immediately.
Once he hit his back, he did not move. Now he's starting to move a little bit. It looked like Zach Hancock took Casey Tom's head right on his chin.
And, of course, that's just like a boxer when you get hit on the chin. Just the nerves go right to your brain. Like you said, thankfully, Zach is breathing.
Yeah, he's moving, and that's always a good sign. However, if he was truly out, that's a concussion. And I think we've seen the last of this match.
Right now, Bucknell trails to Army 6-3. The Bison got a big victory in overtime by Derek Reber. However, in the 133-pound weight class, Jordan Tom, Casey's younger brother, got the best of Alex Peliciati with a pin in the second period. The training staff, including head trainer, you can see wearing the blue shirt, long sleeve shirt, Mark Kepler, longtime trainer. They are taking extra precautions right now with Zach. And I think Coach Wernsberger is telling Gary Kessel that may be it for this match.
I can't imagine sending that boy out there anymore.
They are going to keep Zach's head still here just to be on the safe side. Don't know that there would be any neck issue here, but you've got to be very careful. I think, like you said, it was just a quick blow in there. Shows the competitive spirit as well as the, basically the West Point way is the match will be won by Casey Tom, but he checks on Zach Hancock first. And Tom even saying something to Coach Wernsberger. Obviously, he didn't mean for anything like that to happen.
And this sport, this kind of sport, it happens. And unlike in football where concussions happen too, there's no head protection.
You do have the ear protection there, but like you said, it doesn't really do anything for the head itself. Zach, as you can see on our Bison Vision screen, is sitting up now, but you can tell I don't think he really knows where he is.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. He definitely is going to have to be checked out. Now that's too bad.
Zach, the sophomore from Laura, Ohio, and of course having to wrestle against a fellow Buckeye State representative in Tom. Zach will be helped off the mat.
I don't believe he knows where he is. I think you're exactly right.
Now we go to the 149-pound weight class.